we get to talk about New Transformers Day. And it's snowing outside. It's really cold. Hello, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys. And this time, despite the fact that Transformers EarthSpark, the new Transformers show, is going to be premiering on Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon on November 11th, the UK got a sneak peek. And by sneak peek, I mean a first full episode. I was able to see it for myself, so I figured, hey, might as well talk about that. Might as well review it. I'm not sure how many episodes I'm going to review. It really depends on if I feel like it, but here we go. So this episode is called Secret Legacy Part 1, and yes, it is a two-parter or three-parter episode, so I can only talk about this little chunk. So there's some context that will be given later on in the second episode as to starting up the show. But this episode does make a decent startup as it introduces most of the main characters. We've got the parents, we've got Mo, which is the little girl with the big eyes, we've got Robbie, which seems to be the leading boy character. We also have Twitch and Thrash, which are the new Transformers that are born on Earth, which is a big deal. And of course, we have the typical Optimus Prime and Megatron. Alita 1's actually kind of badass. I'm very happy about that. Then we have Hardtop as well as Swindle making an appearance. So I'm not going to touch on too much with this episode, mostly because I want you guys to experience it. There's actually a meme that does appear in this episode that I thought was kind of funny, but I'm not going to bring it up. I'm just going to let it play out with the episode. And as far as the plot for this is concerned, you pretty much know what it is if you've seen any of the sneak peeks. Basically, the two kids come across this thing, and then human Transformers start to appear and evolve, and yeah, they get to go with the human characters, and they're kind of hiding right now because they don't want the parents to know. Meanwhile, there seems to be a different faction that seems to be doing something very sinister, and the Autobots and even some of the Decepticons have to figure out what's going on. Also, I wanted to give context because a lot of people are thinking this is tied to Generation 1. No, Generation 1 is kind of like a catalyst to kind of reference what's going on in the past. The animation and designs are pretty much to show off that this is 1984, which, by the way, they do even point out September 17th, 1984. For those who don't know, that's the day the first episode of Transformers premiered. So it's pretty much just to date that, but the history and what goes on with the Transformers is very different than what goes on in the original 1984 show. It's kind of like Transformers Animated, where in the first episode they reference this great war and use footage from Transformers Generation 1, but it's not directly tied to Generation 1. So I thought this episode was funny. I think Twitch and Thrash might have a little too much energy going on, but they're new characters. You know, they were just born. They're experiencing new things. You kind of get it. I don't mind the human characters. I think the animation is pretty good, especially with the Transformers, because they're using their kibble to their advantage. They're kind of moving in different ways, like some of the kibble will just shift around, and I thought that was interesting. So yeah, with that out of the way, I'm kind of excited to see more. I want to see where this goes. So with that out of the way, please like, comment, share, subscribe to all those fun doodads. Check out Transformers EarthSpark, premiering on November 11th on Paramount Plus. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I'm just making a note of that. And I will see you guys next time.